So here we go. Quiz 8 study guide. Three x squared plus 37x plus 90. Factors of 90 that we can use. We got a 1 and a 90, 2 and 45, 3 and 30. What else? Does 4 go into 90? No. No. What about 5? 5 does, right? What? Not? Okay. 5 and 18. 6. 90 divided by 6. That's 15. 7, 8, 9, 9 and 10. All right. So going here and here. I know I need a 3x and an x. And I got to get all the way to a 37 in the middle. So I feel like I need something larger, some of these larger factors. So let's see, 15, let's see, 6 times 3 is 18. What's 18 and 15? That's only like 32, 27. Oh, here we go. With this 9 and this 10, if I go 9 here and 10 here, I get 3x times 9 is 27x, and I go x times 10 is 10x. And then I got my 90, and I got my 3x squared. Everything is positive, so we got 3x plus 9 and x plus 10. That wasn't so bad. Nine x squared minus 25. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be 3x plus 10 and x plus 9?
Doesn't matter. Well, wait a minute. It does matter.
Yeah.
Say that again.
3x plus 10 and x plus 9.
3x. Oh, yeah, I just wrote it wrong. I had them in the right place, but I rewrote it wrong. Thank you. So the 3x and the 10 go together right here, and the x plus 9 go together. All right, perfect. All right, this next one here, perfect square. All right, no middle term. 3x plus 5. 3x minus 5. Number 3, we got a 4x squared plus 40x plus 96. When that leading term's not 1, I'm looking to factor it as soon as possible. So everything in this trinomial is divisible by 4. So I'm taking out a 4. And I got x squared plus 10x. I got x squared. I'm taking. Taking out a 4. What's 96 divided by 4? 24. All right, so now I got to factor what's in the parentheses. So I got 1 and 24. I got 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. My 4 and 6 will sum 10, and everything's positive. So I'm going with 4 times x plus 4, x plus 6. My 4 times 6 is 24, and my 4 plus 6 is 10. So I'm done. I'm done. Number 4, we got a negative x squared minus a 6x plus 16. When I see that negative out in front, I factor it out. I take out a negative 1. So x squared plus 6x minus 16. Factors of 16 that add up to 6. I got a 1 and a 16. I'm thinking 2 and 8. I got 4 and 4. I'm thinking 2 and 8. So negative 1 times x plus 8 and x minus 2. Positive 8 minus 2 is positive 6. Positive 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Don't forget to bring your 1 down or your negative 1 down. Number 5, x squared minus 16x plus 60. Factors, I got 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15. Right here. Just set that down and uh, 4 and 15, is there anything else? 5 and 12, 5 and 12, 6 and 10. I'm thinking the 6 and the 10 to get to 16. I'm thinking both of them negative to get to a positive 60. So x minus 6, x minus 10. Number 6. X squared plus 15x plus 56. Plus 15x plus 56. 1 and 56. 2 and 28. 3 don't go. Does 4 go? 4 and 14. 5, 6, and 9. That's what I'm thinking. 6 and 9 add up to 15. 6 times 9 is not 56. What's 6 times 9? That's 54, isn't it? Those aren't even factors. Sorry, guys. It's 7 and 8 that I was thinking of. 7 and 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. 7 times 8 is 56. So x plus 7. X plus 8. All right, number 7. 25 x squared minus 40x plus 16. All right, we covered this yesterday. You got a minus and a plus. First term is a perfect square, and the last term is a perfect square. So you can use that shortcut. This is going to be 5x minus 4 squared. Remember, the only time you can use that shortcut, first term is perfect square, last term perfect square. It's got to be either minus plus or plus plus. All right, minus plus or plus plus. Plus minus doesn't work. Number 8, when my screen will move. Oh boy. There it goes. Negative 5x squared minus 10x plus 75. All right, I'm taking this -5 and I'm taking it out. I'm factoring it out. So I get x squared plus 2x minus 75 divided by 5 is 15. So now I'm focused on what's in the parentheses. Factors of 15 are 1 and 15 and 3 and 5, and that's it. And with a 3 and a 5, I can get to a positive 2. So don't forget my -5, and I'm going to go x plus 5 times x minus 3. Positive 5 minus 3 is positive 2. Positive 5 times -3 is -15. Isn't this fun? It makes you think, but not too much. Yo. Yeah, fill out your planner. Same story as always. Well, then I can't help you, buddy. You got to have a planner. That's the rules. That's what Mr. Solomon told me the rules were. Don't let anybody out of class without a planner. So I'm taking a 3x out of this. So if I take this 3x out, all right, because 3 is the largest factor of 15 and 9, both terms have an x in them, and I take the x out that has the smallest power. So now I divide 3x into both terms. So 3 into 15 goes 5. X into x squared goes x, plus 3 into 9 goes 3. X into x goes once, but we don't write it. So right there, we're done. And number 10. Three x squared plus 10x minus 8. So this is going to look like double parentheses. And I can't factor out a 3, so I'm going to have a 3x and an x. And then I'm going to draw my table. And my factors of 8, I got 1 and 8, and I got 2 and 4, and that's it. So if I go 3x here and x here, I got to get to a positive 10 in the middle. So, what? You want to do the video? If I go 4 here, I get a 12x. 2 here gives me a 2x. If I make the 4 positive and the 2 negative, this will be a negative 2x. And let's see, I put that in the wrong place, didn't I? I should go there. That middle box is for the 3x times the x. Three x times x, that's our 3x squared. The 2 times the x, the -2, that's your -2x. 3x times the 4 is 12x. Out here, this is the -8. All right, so 3x minus 2 and x plus 4. Number 11, x squared minus 4. No middle term. First and last terms are perfect squares. That is an x plus 2 times x minus 2. Number 12, 2x squared. 2x squared minus 3x minus 54. Can't factor anything out. So I'm going to have a 2x in the first set of parentheses and an x in the second set. I'm doing another table. Factors of 54, 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and, is 18 go? 3 and 18, 4 doesn't go, does it? 4 doesn't go into 54. 5 doesn't. 6 goes 9 times. 7 and 8 don't go. So I need a 3 in the middle, a negative 3 in the middle, and I got them multiplied at 54. I don't know why I'm thinking 9 and 6 in some fashion. 9, 18, and 6. If I go 6 is 12, and 9, that gets me 3. So if I go up here in the upper right, if I go 6, then 6 times 2x is 12x. If I use this 6, I got to use the 9. So the 9's here, and 9 times x is 9x. With a 9x and a 12x, I can get to a negative 3x. So this 12 needs to be negative, doesn't it? If the 12 is negative, then this 6 needs to be negative. And then negative 6 times 9 is the negative 54. So there are the factors. We got a 2x plus a 9 and got an x minus 6. All right, we got an 8g squared plus 6g minus 9. Nothing goes into 8, 6, and 9. Well, not nothing, but there's not one number that goes into all three. So this is interesting because we have multiple combinations for the first term in our factors. We could have 8g and g, 4g and 2g. All right, either of those. So this could be an 8g and a g. This could be 4g and 2g. And let's see, with a 9, I'm going to do a table here. 9, luckily, you don't have a whole lot of options. You got 1 and 9 and 3 and 3. So I'm going to go with the 4 and the 2. 4g and 2g. If I do that and then I go 3 and 3, I got my 8g squared and I got my 9. Let's see, this is 12g and this is 6g. Oh, there we go. Let's see, the 12's got to be positive, right? And the 6g has to be negative. Because 12 minus 6 is 6. All right, so if the 6g has to be negative, that means this 3 has to be negative. So the 3 that's with the 4g, that's got to be negative. So this is minus 3. And the 2g, the 3 with the 2g needs to be positive 3. Everybody good with that? 16x squared minus 32x plus 16. All right, I'm glancing at it. First term's a perfect square, last term's a perfect square, and I got a minus plus situation. So that's a shortcut. Talked about it yesterday. This is 4x minus 4 squared. You could also factor out a 4 at the beginning of this. If you take a 4 out and you get, no, you can take more than that out. You can take a 16 out. So if you take a 16 out of here, you get x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then you've got another perfect square inside there. So what you've got is 16 times x minus 1 squared. And I'm thinking that's in simplest form. All right, so in that first step, if you can factor something out, factor it out first, and then factor the trinomial. Number 15, 12x squared plus 25x plus 12 There's no one number that goes into 12 and 25. So we just got to factor this thing. We can do 12x and x. We can do 6x and 2x. We can also do 4x and 3x. And we have all those same factors for our last term. You know, we got 1 and 25, 2, 3. 1 and 25 or 5 and 5. Let's see, 6 times 5 is 30, and 10, that's too big. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20 and 15. Everything's positive. Yeah. I'm having a rough morning. Too many barbecued ribs last night. I need the factors of 12 out here. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 4 and 3. All right, so I'm trying to think in my head, but it's probably better off just getting something on the table. 6 times 3 is 18, and 2 times 4 is 8. 18 and 8, no. 16 and 9, all right. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm seeing this 4 times a 4 is a 16. 3 times a 3 is a 9. 16 and 9 gets me 25. So I'm going with the 4x and the 3x. And I'm going to start with the 4 and the 3 to start off. All right, and I know I want 4x times 4. So I got to put a 4 here to get me a 16x. And then I like this 3x times the 3. So if the 3 goes here, my 3x times 3 is 9x. That gets me 9x and 16x is my 25x. 3 times 4 is 12. So there's my factors. 4x goes with the plus 3. 3x goes with the plus 4. And number 16. 35x squared plus 71x plus 24. So let's see here. I can do 35 and x, and I can do 7x and 5x. My factors of 24, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, 6 and 4. I got to get all the way to 70 in the middle. So 35 times 2, that's too big. That would be 70, but then I need 12. That's too much. Let's see. 7 times 3 is 21. 5 times 8 is 7 times 3 is 21, and 5 times 8 is 40. 21, that's 61. What about 28? That's too much. 40. 7 times 6 is 42. 5 times 4 is 20. 28 and 30. 7 times 8 is 56. 56 and 15. Here we go. Right here. 56 and 15. So I'm going with the 7x and the 5x. A 56 and a 15 gets me a 71. So I got to go 7x times 8. And I got to go 5x times 3 to get a 15x and a 56x. Because those two will add together to get 71. And my 8 times 3 is 24. So with my 7x goes a positive 3. And with a 5x goes a positive 8. All right, and I don't know if you guys can do that in your head. Probably not as quick as I can. So you may be drawing multiple tables tomorrow. Okay? So it's going to be trial and error. Factoring is just a matter of doing a lot of it to get better at it. All right, anybody got any questions on the study guide we just did? Questions on the study guide we just did. Okay. E-learners, you guys are excused. You can, I don't know, go practice factoring if you want. I'll post the quiz later on this morning, so you can get an early start on your spring break if you like. That concludes today's lesson.